I'm Mary.
And hi, I'm Keith. And this is Lily.
Together we moved onto Goodhart Acres, our property located in the high desert of southern Colorado, just outside of a small town called Wilsonburg.
We now live in a camper as we begin to homestead this 40-acre tract and begin to prepare for and build our unconventional housing. Welcome to our good adventure. Glad you are here. Hello everybody. Today we're going to start building the frame for the solar panels, and I'm going to weld this piece here down and that down there. We're only probably going to video this weld. We're going to put a special lens over top of the camera so that you can see the weld, but I've never welded before in my life. Never. I tried it once, couldn't do it, but that was back in 30 years ago, like more than that, and I was in a hurry, and we're going to try this, see what happens, and if I goof it up, we'll start over, figure out how to figure it out. So my brother's here to give me a few pointers. He's going to have a hood on too, but just to watch what I'm doing, and he's going to hopefully let me just make the mistakes that I need to make so I can learn. So, all right, Mary, you wanted to say something?
Not to laugh. I'm just going to keep my finger close to 911 in case anything happens.
I'm going to be starting a generator up, so we're going to have lots of noise. So we probably be cutting the noise out of the video, but it'll get pretty noisy with the generator and everything, so just bear with us.
We might need to voice over. That's all right.
So guess I'm already grounded. I better turn the argon on, right?
I decided to leave this portion of the video in despite the poor visibility. According to information I found on Google about the harmful amounts of UV light, which can cause a corneal burn, it cannot be transmitted by a camera lens. But we were not taking any chances, so we devised a welding filter over the lens. As you can see, it was a poor design.
So here I'm welding. You're not seeing very well. We don't have the proper filter for the camera. We used a regular welding hood filter and holding it over the camera. It's not doing real well, but you can see the sparks, and you can barely see me, but I'm in there doing my very first weld. And we apologize for not being able to see it as well as we should, and we might get a filter for the camera for future use.
Keith and I have learned a lot of new skills since we have been on this journey. Some skills we didn't even know we had. I feel fortunate and grateful that we're not allowing our age to stop us from moving forward and learning new things. Here, Keith's big brother Paul is sharing his own experiences with welding while giving Keith some useful tips. Building the framing for our solar panels is an important project for the success of our build, and I'm really glad these brothers are putting their all into this design. Between the two, they have come up with some very creative schemes.
I could weld across here and then just keep going until I got it into that. I wouldn't flatten it at all. But that's up to you. I mean, that's... You're off, yep.
I'm just showing your weld.
Yep. Pretty good for the first time. I think this one was better. We turned it to voltage up. I think that one was better, a better weld. See how all the bumps in that one?
I do, yes. Look at that. Yeah, that one looks smoother. And that one's kind of bumpy. You did pretty good though.
Do your weld. Sometimes it's easier to go around and back, but you go up like this. I'm exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah. No, the ease is what they call it.
Yeah.
And then I was doing it the other way. I was going like this. The other way.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
And that's the way I first learned to do it. And then I started doing the other, and it's much easier for me.
Well, right now I just got to see where the hell it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what I thought was doing in the circles, the E that they talk about, was easier to see, because I have always had that trouble seeing where it's at.
All right, we got one more weld to get packed, and then we can go up the whole thing. So, she's showing you now, but we can't show you the weld because you don't have the lens on. So right here's the last weld. Right here's the last weld on this. Right there. Last, and it keeps sliding down off, so I'm gonna put the clamp on it.
And this will make the first triangle out of 4, with only 2 major triangles for stability. And those J hooks that we were talking about earlier, they're going to go on this. This is going to end up sitting on the ground. And the J hooks will go around that and right down into the ground. So, all right, we're going to weld again.
Are you getting ready to weld again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right now the water's turned off.
Okay.
So that I can't ground this onto something and screw it up. Which is a good practice, as I know a number of times where I hit that trigger when I wasn't expecting to. I got to turn it off right away because I don't want to. That's the worst one of the bunch. That's the first one too, so.
Well, as long as it holds.
But a grinder will fix that. Well, as long as I welded it. I did so much grinding when I first started to learn to weld. So the problem is I'm not ever sure that I'm getting it to do the weld. You're not sure what? That I'm ever fusing the metals. You know. Well, I can tell you how to figure that out. Take your sledgehammer and hit against that, see if it breaks apart. Raising it so I can weld the bottom. Now you want me to put the grinding wheel on so you can grind some of this wire off. You can get it on. You can't get this very well, but this you can grind a little bit because you got wire hanging out. I know. So you grind that off now while you're doing the bottom. You can just fix that part. Up to you. All right, now that's fine. Good idea.
right, we're on.
We're on.
We're on, yep.
All right. You already showed them the J-hooks and all that. So
Yep.
we know what we're doing, just not how we're doing.
So, and this is an acetylene torch, is that what that is?
This is a acetylene torch.
Whoa.
It's acetylene. And I have already marked this.
Over here, Lily.
With the white marks here to mark where I'm bending. I got to do it in 2 stages because it's like 6 inches. Acetylene does that, that's all you. And even if I could heat it all together, I'm not fast enough to bend it all together.
It won't hurt the camera, will it?
No, it won't hurt. Trick is to get the acetylene and the oxygen to the right so that it heats without burning through it, because it will burn right through this stuff. Cut it right in half. In fact, that one that's sitting out there, you can see a spot on the top where I did burn a hole in it. This will get to where it's red hot. That's what I was trying to do when it went out. We turned the flame on. Because I'm too impatient, I don't want to be here all day then. I don't want to waste all the gas.
So between those 2 white marks.
That's where I'm starting. There's another white mark down below that I'll flip it around and do after this. This one's the easy one because it's got the long handle. You can see the orange. With light on, you won't probably see the glow.
Heats it up in here, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Yeah, I debated on whether I wanted to do it today or not, and I got to thinking I won't be able to use them tomorrow if I don't, because they have to cool, or you just would pound them flat. Like they do when they make knives. Now I don't know if you can come closer, you might catch a little bit of that glow, because I'm starting to see it. Or you can turn the light off for a brief second and show it. Just push the button and hold it, it'll go off.
Yeah, I see the glow.
See the glow there? That's what we're wanting. So this one's ready to work. The one problem that I see is I forgot to put my other glove on.
Uh-oh.
And that thing's hot. And then it just bends just like that.
Boy, you are strong.
Okay.
Nice.
That's that side. All this clamp does is hold it so that I don't have to
Yeah.
I should probably let this cool, but
Who wants to be inside of a hot container all day?
well, the purpose of it, letting it cool, is because this is still hot and I may bend it a little bit when I'm doing this next one, but we're just gonna have to take that chance. See how close I got the workbench without flame? You can see here yesterday where I burned it. And that's when I was wearing the goggles.
Couldn't see very well.
And they're too dark. They're number 8 to me number 5. And nobody around here has lenses for number 5. Not even Amazon. This is the third one I've done. One of them's already in the ground.
Nice. I'll have to go film your progress today.
And because I did it a couple days ago, I wanted to see how it was going to go in. From that, I decided to try to cut the bottom of these into some kind of a point so they go in a little easier than just the round one.
Oh. Very good. That'll go in the ground a little easier.
I hope. You never know with the ground around here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, these panels ought to be good and stable and not be affected by the wind.
I think they will be just perfect for that. There's a lot of effort in to make sure of that. It'd be a real shame if what we did didn't work.
There's the cheater bar.
Yeah, because this one's a lot shorter, so
Oh, I see. That's the purpose.
it's a lot harder to bend. Have to heat some more. That's what I did the last time when the vise broke. I got to a point where it wouldn't go and I tried to go just a little bit further
Uh-huh.
and it broke the vise. So we're not going to do that this time.
It makes a nice popping sound.
And puts all kinds of black stuff in the air.
Yeah, it does.
We'll give that a try.
There you
it's not
go.
perfect, but there it is.
Hey, it'll
And
hold.
if you come over here real close, you can see how it's stretched between the
Yeah.
threads, and then on the back side it compressed them. That's why it's so hard to turn, because it's pushing those all together. But that's
Very good.
what it does. Stretches one side, compresses the other. And now it's time to
Cool off a little.
cool off a little.
Yeah. That was hot in there. I was gonna say we can't hear because of the generator, but we're using that in place of the solar panels, and so therefore we have to run it all the time. We're hoping to not have to do that once we get these up. Oh my gosh, look at that! Wow! So that's just, oh, you got one in already.
This is where the solar panels will sit on here. Now this isn't in the right place. It's designed to move.
Oh,
I had
very
to move
good.
it so I could do the weld down here and the weld up here. But it'll go back where it's supposed to, and they'll line up perfectly with the panels, and that one will as well. That one's pretty much lined up. That's the width. This one should be.
So what are those? What are these little metal things in the circles? What are they called?
Those are pipe standoffs.
Pipe standoffs.
Yeah, and you hook one pipe to another, or a pipe to a wall. And they just hold the. And that's why it's hard moving them, because I have them set to where they're pretty tight onto this pipe. When we get them set in place right, which.
And the purpose is to keep this as mobile as possible, correct?
Right. See, the way this is, I can take this apart, take that pipe and this pipe and this all come off at one piece. These will come off of this pipe, and then this can go.
And that way, when we're ready to go to the dome, we'll be
We
able
can just take them down there with us.
Right, and it won't be like really heavy and.
Yeah, we don't have to hire a bulldozer to come and pick them up and carry them out. So, yep,
Wow, that is awesome. You did a really good job.
Yeah, thanks. But yep, we just have to put holes in the right place, because we repurpose things that already had holes in it.
Yeah. And the holes won't matter once we
get
it covered up and.
Yeah, it won't hurt anything. Maybe let a little air through that'll just help dissipate the heat from underneath the solar panels. You know, because the solar panels do pick up heat. That's why we have it all open underneath.
Right.
They
and then
produce a lot.
Here's one of the J hooks that you just bent.
That's the J hook.
Well, that's not the one you just bent.
No, that's one I did the day before yesterday.
Because they need to cool before you.
Yeah, and you can even see how it flattened out even after cooling for 2 days.
And that's from hammering it in there?
That's from pounding it in, because the material softens when you heat it. The only way you can prevent that is to put it in an oven for a couple of days and just gradually turn the heat down, and then it'll harden. But for our purpose, we don't need to do that. It's not, we don't need hardened metal for it. But
we just need this to not be a kite.
Right. And that, whether it's hardened or not, isn't going to serve any purpose for that. It's just that this is 2 feet in the ground.
Right.
And that's what's going to.
That should do the trick. I know we get some wild winds out here, but I think that'll do it.
I think so.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right.
What'd you smell over there, Lily?
Oh, that's the pack rat that's been putting stuff in my car.
It could be. I took all those pipes out of there and everything yesterday and disturbed everything. So
All right.
Didn't see anything come out, but.
If you like our channel, Please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and gift us with an awesome thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps us so much. Thank you all for watching, and have a peaceful, good heart day.